fascist. No, that wouldn't work.
You can all be a fascist. But you can make one
Wait,
where everyone's
what about
liberal.
the
You could do
seventh-
that
the
if you're the
seventh
host.
player,
Everybody
where
who's
everybody's
fascist.
Hitler?
I
The
think what would
seventh
really
player.
happen is the game would just actually just end. Like everyone would just sprint to the finish for liberal. and
Not
then-
necessarily. Like,
What about
Anyway.
the 7-player version? Where
all
everybody's
right,
Hitler?
fascist and Hitler. Drop them. Drop your pants. Flip the cards. Oh, Jesus, is it really 142? Alright, I gotta go to bed after this game. Three, two, one. Blindfolds off. Okay, let's see the first few policies. It's gonna be fun. We'll be able to inspect 2 different people. Oh boy. The first president's actually really, really strong then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Please and Time have a... I mean, Please and Carl have a really significant advantage over everyone else. So what
Go ahead and give me 2
what
fascist
their
cards.
roles end up being is really gonna, like, influence a lot. Not today! Ho ho ho!
I either gave him a choice or I forced it. I don't know.
Did you just randomly
I-
do it?
I don't really care to question the first liberal. It's kind of
Yeah, I mean, if you're...
Yeah.
Unless you're both fascist and you can be like, yeah, we didn't have a choice, then there's really nothing else you can do.
unless you really wanted that power and you would give him 2 fascist cards. But
I would do that just so I can see what Josh is, just to clear his name.
who's to say we
Yes.
would trust you?
Alright. Chancellor is me. Ow! Fuck! I've hurt
Oh,
myself like
just
10 times
Put
today.
a glass down and
So,
somehow that hurt.
No,
You know-
that was my hands hitting my table, actually.
Oh, God.
The knuckles, specifically.
That's
It's
pretty
very
painful.
painful.
Nice.
But
It's
so you know how we
really
said
painful.
with the examine the top 3 cards, and you don't get to you don't get to ask because it doesn't explicitly say you can.
Right.
If you look at the president investigates night player identity card, it's the same thing. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly. What I was saying, it's just
I just want to throw that out there that it's kind of like a double standard that doesn't really make sense.
Wait, what?
What are you asking? What are you saying?
So you know how like there's the power where you can look at the top 3 cards, and then
Oh,
someone
you're
might not-
saying you
oh,
shouldn't tell people whose card is what with this power.
either you should be able to talk through both, or you can't talk through either.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the only thing about this one versus the other one is lying is a lot bigger of a deal here because it's like a. Well, I
lying
actually
when
know.
lying when in the game in the other one too.
Yeah, that's true.
well, actually, in the rule book, I think the investigation for it says
Or he's
investigates and then reveals to, or people can ask a question basically,
Oh.
and he can choose to reveal or not. But for the investigates cards, it doesn't say that at all. It just says investigates the top 3 cards and places them back in order, and that's it.
Cordy's liberal.
So I don't know.
So if a liberal president gets president and gets the power, you can investigate me or Cordy to confirm, and then we'll have 3 known liberals, because there can't be 3 fascists. And if a fascist gets it, then that means nothing.
So you're saying if somebody else looks at you and confirms that you're liberal, and you said I'm liberal, that'll confirm all three of us.
Yeah, that's true.
Or at
Yeah.
least no, it'll just confirm us too.
Yeah, it'll confirm you do.
Unless another
Yeah.
fascist gets you
I
and
don't
says
know,
you're
if you-
liberal, that doesn't
That's a
actually
good point.
confirm anything.
The next inspection should be on. Please.
Yeah, it would
That
have to
doesn't
be on
confirm
please.
anything.
Yes, it does, because if he said you're liberal,
And he's liberal,
and
why
he's-
would he lie?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
Basically,
he's
the next-
fascist and he gets his another fascist the power, and then he's like, yeah, he's liberal, then all it's proven is that I'm liberal.
no, if he's fascist, you would have said you were fascist.
That's not true. Why would that be true?
Because he
Why would I
suggested
not
we
say that?
investigate him.
Because you don't want to cause a ruckus.
What are you talking about?
Are you seriously
mind.
like arguing against you being liberal when I just looked at your card?
No, I'm arguing against your logic that if someone looked at your card, it would immediately mean that we're all good.
Yeah,
No, it
please
would
just
be-
please
If,
just being too
if
argumentative.
somebody looked at his card and he was
If
liberal,
he was liberal,
why would
he
he
has
lie
no
about you
reason
being
to
liberal?
lie about you being liberal.
Yeah, but fascists
If
wouldn't
he's-
lie either, unless they're trying
Yeah,
to
they would.
deceive. Not,
If
I
I
haven't.
his
I've had that
card,
power and I have not
If
lied
I was fascist,
before.
I would have picked the other fascist just now and said he was liberal.
Yeah, I tried that and it doesn't work every time.
Well, I did
'Cause
that.
you're really
on
bad at
Mercury
it.
You
on the
didn't
game.
lie very well.
All right, fair enough.
when you did it. I mean, if he's liberal, it confirms you're liberal because liberal wouldn't lie.
Just a lot of assumptions.
So if you're a liberal, I guess it doesn't matter.
It wasn't even about the lying though. My point was, logically, what you said is not true. Like from an A equals B equals C sort of a thing. It's not true.
The
what
C
you said.
thing, I agree, but the
You
A and
had me
B,
at A equals B. What does the equals C have to do with it?
Yeah, if someone confirms I'm liberal, it means two of us, me and Cordy, are both liberal.
But
That's the
you
only
are
reason I said.
making an assumption that the person
No,
confirming
it
you are
doesn't.
liberal is also liberal.
oh,
No.
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
If
Yeah.
he is liberal, then yeah, I'll say that. If he's fascist, then he's gonna deny it.
So anybody could say that you're fascist, in
Right.
which
So
case,
if Pink
And
is
that means nothing.
fascist,
in which
and
case your
inspects
credibility is
please-
gone, and it makes Cordy look sketchy as well.
Right. If Pink is fascist and inspects please and says please is liberal, all it confirms is Pink and Blue are on the same team. It doesn't confirm
Right.
that Blue is liberal.
It confirms that they're on the same team.
Yes.
It does not necessarily
But it
confirm.
confirms to these two people that they.
It doesn't confirm me anything.
No,
Nah.
if I'm liberal and he's liberal,
I don't know that,
then it confirms that he's on my side.
but I don't know
and if-
that.
You don't know that, but I know that. Okay, listen. If
Yeah.
he's liberal and I'm liberal and you're liberal,
But we're
and
not
if he's-
talking about from your perspective. We're talking about from the
I know.
game's perspective in logic.
But what I'm saying is, if he's
You need to
liberal
watch more
and I
Star
inspect
Trek.
him, that means you're liberal.
I
That
mean,
means
from
I
my
have three confirmed.
From
From
your
my
perspective.
I'm the only liberal in this game.
Right.
So, like,
Exactly. All right. So that
everybody
passed.
else is 50-50. It's like basically he could be liberal or fascist or whatever.
I mean, that just narrows.
The
it
only
down.
point I'm trying to make, I'm not talking about lying or anything. I'm talking about from everyone's perspective. Looking at pure logic, no lying involved or anything.
No,
You
Cordy's
cannot
absolutely
verify that.
Right. If you inspect Blue, it just shows you're on the same team. It doesn't show you're
Right. What I'm saying is,
Both.
from my perspective, if I am liberal, it confirms that there are three liberals.
Oh yes, absolutely.
From
From
my
your
perspective.
perspective,
From
it
your
does for
perspective.
sure.
So that
Yeah.
narrows
But
it
your
down
perspective-
greatly for me. I'm talking purely from my perspective. I
Well then, yeah,
realize that.
yeah, I agree with you then. Yeah.
Yeah, from your perspective. But then if
Unless
you
they're
aren't
both
liberal, then your
fascists.
perspective is opposite.
Well then, it really confirms his
If they're
position
both
that he already knew
fascists,
that.
then-
He already knew who everyone was. So potentially, if he forces it, then it's good for him. If he was
So
fascist
that-
or
is
liberal,
that worth it though?
I don't know.
From my perspective, it could potentially be worth it, but is it worth it from everyone's perspective?
Well, your problem here is if you do that, we might get forced a fascist card and then accidentally just elect Hitler and the game's over.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Okay,
Basically,
well,
what Cordy's saying is we can't trust anyone, even though
That's
we
fine.
have this new info.
uh,
It shows you alliances between people.
It
but
shows-
doesn't show you party affiliation.
All I know from my perspective is whether or not please is lying. That's the only thing I can know
Yeah.
from my perspective.
What's Is this supposed to make it easier for liberals or harder for liberals?
I don't know. It's supposed to
7, 8,
mix up
4.
the game a little bit.
I feel like it makes it a little easier for fascists because you
I
don't
think
want
make
to
it-
put fascist cards down just for the power.
Yeah. What does it matter? We got liberal.
Did you give him a choice?
I did.
Did you have to discard a liberal?
No, I had 2 fascists.
Excellent. Why did you choose liberal over fascist, Ewok?
Because I had a choice.
Well, no, I know, but like, would you have given him the power?
Oh,
I guess not, but like,
I-
were you considering it even?
not really.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just interested. That's all.
I don't want to give a potential fascist the power.
Well, that power also does nothing for a fascist, so technically it benefits them
Exactly.
to take it away from the liberals.
So I want to give that power to myself. Because I know that I'm a liberal.
Yeah, what? That was the most ass backwards logic I've ever heard.
Giving QWERTY the power doesn't really do anything.
Unless I look at you, and then we can both confirm
Yeah.
each other.
I guess that's true.
It'll show that you're both on the same team or not
But
on the
we
same
don't-
team,
but-
which
yeah.
is pretty good to know. I mean,
But
'cause
even
then
if
you
they
can
are
be
on
like,
the same
hey, I
team,
trust them.
the thing is, it would tell us if they were on the same team.
Yeah, but listen, if they're on the same team,
Then we're either bad or we're good, right?
Exactly.
wonder-
Yeah.
there's a 1 in 3 chance they're bad and a 2 in 3 chance they're good.
We're not talking about statistics because no matter what you say, you're gonna be wrong. We've talked about
wait.
this.
Who was president and chancellor when the previous inspect went out?
It
Please was president.
Please, it was the same pair.
It was the same
Okay,
pair.
that, now I don't like that.
Same pair, yeah.
Just in case that goes out.
I know, I mean,
But
we can be
whatever.
skeptical,
Sure.
but...
Yeah.
I'm doing it because honestly,
Sure.
either
Okay,
way, it
yeah.
works out well for
Well,
me.
uh-huh.
If he gives me
Yeah.
the power, I get to look at him. If he passes a liberal card, well, I'm not supposed to talk right now. Why am I talking? You're making me talk. He's deciding
Well,
stuff.
you don't have to talk.
I think we
I
should
mean,
get
it's okay to
these
talk.
facts.
You just don't talk about what your fucking choices are gonna be and
Okay.
whatnot.
Oh, cool.
So he gave me a choice, and I decided to do this because even though he would confirm me, it would probably make you lose trust in both of us overall, and it's really bad to discard a liberal card.
I can agree with that. That makes me feel a
Fair
lot
enough.
better about please. I'd feel pretty good about Nanners at this point.
I don't know who to feel good about.
If you
Yeah.
And
choose
then, and,
me,
then,
I
and,
will
then, and then I
randomly
gotta
choose.
think, if I have the opportunity to put down a fascist card, should I press it or not?
I can almost guarantee you're going to draw 3 fascist cards.
You're probably right.
So you're going to get a power. What you need to decide is who you are going to look at with that power.
What did you vote? No, Josh.
I don't like you.
I need to know why the dissent.
I would say if you have a choice between liberal and fascist, go liberal, just because.
Yeah, we'd be so close to winning if you
Yeah.
just went
I
liberal.
can't
and
talk.
it's a
You
choice.
can ask questions afterwards.
But I actually.
Yeah, in the event that there was a choice, I would definitely
I
pick
doubt there
liberal.
would be a choice.
But there's no way there's a choice. He had to have drawn 3 fascists. Because I discarded the liberal. I had 2. Yeah, there we go.
How many liberals are in the deck? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're reshuffling.
It doesn't matter. There could be 2 right there, but you don't know.
My friend's watching the broadcast. I invited him to hop in TS if he wanted to hear any conversation. Can't say anything, of course,
That's fine.
if he does hop in. But do
Yeah, the
we
palace.
have a consensus of who I should inspect?
I think you should inspect, please, but I don't know.
Well, inspecting please does allow you to, if he was telling the truth, it's going to verify what I was telling you, but it's only from your
inspect
perspective that we can
There's
trust.
two things you could do. You
If
could
you
either
inspect
inspect QWERTY, because that would guarantee he's liberal, if you agree with that.
You put your card out.
If you inspect QWERTY and
Oh,
he's
whoops.
liberal,
Sorry, I'm drinking tea.
Then it's a guaranteed
then you
chancellor
know
vote.
he's liberal as well.
Yeah, and then what liberals can do is deny it and always give chancellor to QWERTY, and then we win the game. So actually, inspecting QWERTY is a great strat.
You mean
'Cause what-
please?
No, you inspect
Well,
QWERTY, and
Oh.
if
He
QWERTY
inspects.
is listen.
If he
If
inspects me,
QWERTY
it
is
confirms
liberal,
QWERTY is too.
if you inspect QWERTY and he is liberal, then what we do is we hang every ballot until we can elect him chancellor. You know, we hang
see what
it,
you're
elect
saying.
him chancellor, hang it, elect him chancellor, and liberals win. It's a guaranteed win for liberals if you do that strat. I would love the fascists to argue that strat.
No, it sounds like a good idea.
I'm going to double check the rules around that, because just one more time to make sure we're not cheating.
Yeah, it seems kind of OP.
Yeah, it seems kind of overpowered.
This is why you don't play this board, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
though.
probably.
But
Yeah.
I figured it out how to win, so let's go for it. Inspect QWERTY,
I
and
think
then
it
if
is a
he's
little
liberal, let's
Okay,
give it
voting
to
on the government. Voting on the government.
Yeah.
If the vote's a tie, or most players vote 9, the presidency placard moves clockwise to the next player, and the election tracker is advanced by 1 election. If the group rejects 3 governments in a row, a frustrated populace takes matters into its own hands. Reveal the policy on top of the policy deck and enact it. Any power granted by this policy is ignored, but all players become eligible to hold the office of chancellor for the next election. It only says all players become eligible to hold the office of chancellor. If you fail 3 times in a row, so
That's
a
how we
card
always
is
played.
drawn,
And
then the
last,
placards
like,
go away. It's not
that's how we
after
always
one
played
hang.
Until like the last couple games I played with you, and you
We were
you
wrong.
changed it.
We were wrong, it looks like.
I guess we were. But
I would still inspect QWERTY because honestly,
So
I
you
has
cannot
QWERTY
do that.
Has QWERTY passed any liberal policies?
no, but
No.
I mean, inspect him. That's what I would do. Because if you confirm he's liberal, it's 3 people confirming he's liberal. That's
Have
3
I been
data
chancellor?
Points.
Okay.
3 data points is
Have I-
enough when there's only
Does
2
anyone know?
fascists.
I don't think I've been chancellor. I have to look at the replay.
I mean, if he's confirmed liberal, it's good, right? Because 3 fascists, or there's only 2 fascists. So, what is he?
He is not a liberal.
Wow.
Okay, so we have contestion. So
Interesting.
either we distrust both QWERTY and Please, or we distrust
I
Red.
distrust-
You see,
I
I want to
distrust
point
him.
something out. Please passed one of the fascist policies by choice to inspect QWERTY, who I just deemed
Mm.
is a fascist.
I
And
don't
then
trust them.
Ewok put down the other fascist card with no choice, and I drew 3 fascists, and then I inspected
Also,
QWERTY, who
after
did
I
not
laid
put
out
down
the
any liberal
guaranteed,
cards, mind you.
after I laid out the strat that guaranteed us the win, QWERTY went and relooked at the rules.
And I also want to point out that these 2 were
Yeah, these
the
2
last-
fascists right
yeah.
here.
I mean,
Interesting.
QWERTY, we know who we're not to trust.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
And okay, so let's see. There's gonna be
Yeah, so
2
let's work this
liberals.
out. So we know that he's fascist. Now, who else is fascist? That's the
No,
question.
I think you 2 are fascists.
Wait, we're not.
I know
Whoa,
what
whoa,
you
whoa.
guys think. I know what
Wait,
you
wait,
think.
what-
I'm
wait,
talking to
wait,
Please right now.
So there's
Okay.
2 liberals right now that don't know what to think, and then we know Red's fascist, and then he's gonna have 1 person defending him.
Yeah.
Let's just listen. Let's see what happens.
It's either
Whoa, this
Both
is rough.
QWERTY and
Look at
Please.
this. Hold up.
or it's
You guys
Red.
are some
Wow.
backwards ass bitches, right?
And now they're falling back to another strategy. Look at that.
Hold on, who is
Yeah,
calling
you
them
can think one way or the other. But
backwards?
QWERTY hasn't put down a liberal card. Please put down 1 fascist.
First of all, I've never been chancellor. Mister, I haven't put down a liberal
I'm
card.
just saying, you haven't put down any cards.
The only time I was
had to
chancellor, I
believe
put
you
a
was
liberal
through
card down.
Keys, who put
I
down a
gave
fascist
him a liberal card and a fascist card, and he played a liberal card instead of
card. He
giving
also
me the
put a fascist
power.
card.
Yeah,
I
but
play
you wanted
fascist
a
card.
presidential power to inspect
I
somebody,
wanted the
call them
power. You're right.
fascist.
I wanted the fascist power, and he gave me a
Hey.
liberal instead.
And hey, the very first fascist card I played was like turn 2. Like the deck's full of fascist cards. Like how often do you not see like 3 fascist cards get pulled like that? You honestly you can't use that.
Which makes me now think when you 2 pass the other fascist card here, it makes me think that you discarded a liberal card. Well, we shuffled it back in now, but you discarded a liberal card and just claimed to have 3. So that puts Ewok in my mind as
Okay,
suspect
so
as
there was
well.
the cards left, and there was. Do we know the chance of me drawing a liberal card?
Just give me the damn bullet.
I don't care.
You don't care? Okay.
I don't care about
They're-
statistics because they're always going to be wrong. Because I'm not a
But they're
statistician.
not. They're not always wrong. Statistics exist for a reason.
Yes, but we're implementing them wrong.
That's how you implement statistics. I don't see why you're arguing against logic here.
This new board is
I don't-
screwing everything
This
up.
is a very interesting game. All right, whose
So-
turn is it? So you
Right,
finished your
so-
presidency. We're moving on to Dogkin. All right.
This is interesting. There is a complete.
All right.
We know
Dichotomy going on right here.
The
I
two
think
liberals.
that
who
red
have-
and blue and white are on opposite teams.
All
Or
right.
at least
well,
red and
who
blue.
do
I think
Opposite
Carl's
teams.
liberal. Cordy.
I think Carl's liberal too.
I am liberal, but
I
I'm-
trust that
I-
he's
I
I mean,
liberal
if you
because
know each other
I don't
best,
trust
then
you
can say you
two.
think anybody's
All right,
liberal.
this is what's gonna happen.
But I think I trust Josh
I'm not talking
and
to anyone
I
anymore
trust
besides
red.
because I don't.
I know
trust
one
you.
of them is going to be the bad guy, but the question is who is it?
100% right here. This guy was all for instantly the second he read his party membership.
Yep.
The second he said it was liberal, literally with no hesitation.
Does
Yeah,
it take
well,
you a long time to see a color?
It's
Josh,
blue.
do you have like
Well,
downs?
I just want.
Does it
to
take you a
point
long
out,
time to
I
see a
gave
cut?
you
Oh
a
yeah, now go
strategy.
straight for the insults.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
it. That's
orange.
You did the
Orange.
same thing when I did it, and you're like, "Well, I knew because you looked at it really fast," and it was bullshit. Because
I
you
gave
can
you
look
guys
at a
a
card really
strategy
quickly.
that
That's the
won
dumbest
the
argument I've ever
That was
heard.
Ewok saying that.
I gave you all the strategy
saying
that won
you
the
played
rules
it
of the
all
game.
wrong
The
because you
only
looked
reason
at
we're
it and
still
instantly
playing
went,
right now is because
And
of
that's
Cody.
exactly
Yeah, but
what you're
process that
saying.
seemed kind of OP, dude.
What he was saying is you said a lot
Yeah.
more than, oh, it's
Remember when we
liberal.
kept playing when
you
Merchant
sounded
card
so
got flipped?
scripted.
That was kind
I
of
gave
Same
you
way
a-
with him.
Why would
He
I
said
give
it
you a
was
strat that wins liberals the
instantly
game if I'm
said.
not liberal? That's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah,
I gave you a
no one-
strat that
no one
liberals
doubts you,
win
dude.
the game.
1 second.
No
I'll be
one
right
doubts
back.
you.
Well, if no one's doubting me, why is he trying to get pink chancellor?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
wait, what?
But
That is
I
kinda
honestly-
weird,
I think it's
too,
red
so.
and pink. I think it's red and pink, not
Because-
red and orange.
I think
Oh,
pink.
man.
This is
maybe.
all fucked. I haven't done anything, which is hilarious.
I think you should
Now
have
I'm-
went to me because I gave
No,
you a
I
chance.
think it's
the-
how
the
vocal
thing
and
to
how
win the
I
game.
say we can-
assured
I
you
say
are that
Carl.
QWERTY is.
Okay,
All
right,
Is
let's
fascist.
we'll play this out. This is good.
Sure, but I still.
What
It's nice
I-
having please
I
on my
still
side
kinda
for
trust-
once. Like it's kind of neat to have somebody that knows what I am.
Hold on.
So
These two,
such
The
a
only
fascinating.
reason we're still playing.
these two have you in their
These
pocket,
powers
which
are
is
so
hilarious
interesting.
because they've
I don't fucking
thrown-
trust these two. I will say that, but for some
No.
reason,
If
Here's
you're
what-
liberal, you really shouldn't trust us.
Here's what's happening, right?
These people have thrown us all for a loop right now. Like,
Yeah,
We
actually,
have-
That's what I'm saying, they're
99%
putting on a
sure I know
show.
what everyone is.
This is the alliances right here. You have these 3 linked and these 2 linked. I'm a wild card because I gave liberals the strat to win the game, and now we're still playing because apparently that strat was against the rules.
also, what are
which
the
I
chances of
didn't know.
there being fascist cards?
no, let's just play this out. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. So we're voting on Chancellor of Carl right now. This will be a nice replay. We have to like all watch this together later.
Oh man. Please didn't vote.
Please, you need to vote like with the rest of us.
Oh, that was
No,
wrong
I-
one. Wait, did it pass or I didn't?
It passed. It passed.
Right.
What I find funny is everyone's against me. No one trusts me, and I've done nothing.
It's because you're accusing Please of random shit because he looks at cards quickly. I really.
No, yeah, honestly, the way you look so
I
guilty
trust-
is you're
I-
so
I-
sure of what
It's not
is
that
true
I
or not.
trust people who aren't QWERTY and Please right now, but I definitely think. Actually, I'm pretty positive that QWERTY and Please are in league, so I guess you could say. I
Of
trust
course
them
we are.
with them.
We agree that we're
Yeah,
in together.
No shit, we're in league.
No shit. I know that he's good, and he knows that I'm good. We're on the same team for sure.
Whatever
And
you
we
say.
know that you're on the
Good
opposite
for
team as
Germany,
us.
maybe.
Do I get to say if I'm Hitler or not?
No, you don't.
No,
No,
You
no.
don't.
Is that
Only
not?
when you get elected.
Only if
Only
you.
when you get elected.
Okay,
it's
let's
already
jump in here.
green.
Yeah. Well, as you could tell, what I did was I took the cards face down on the table. I shuffled them around and mixed them around. I discarded one. I put the other one directly on the fascist pile without hesitation. Why would I do that? They were both fascist.
Yeah, I do
Case
agree.
closed.
Huh.
No, I actually do, in fact, believe Doggen can. But, alright, did you look at the next three?
No, I did not.
Alright, go ahead.
He gets to look at the next three.
Wait, that's not the power.
Oh, it's
What?
not.
No,
Power
it's
is-
not?
Put him back and
What is
shuffle it. Put him back and shuffle it. It's emergency
I
president.
haven't looked at them yet.
Okay, well,
I'm putting them in the same
Oh.
order.
alright,
too.
alright. It's emergency president. I forgot about that.
Oh,
You get to
okay.
pick president.
Pick a
Oh,
president.
for God's
Uh,
sakes, give me that bullet.
Oh, let me, since I got the rule book open, I might as well check to make sure. Executive action,
That's legit what I did, right? Because you could do that on the physical version of the game. You just face down the cards, shuffle them around,
Okay,
discard one,
I'm gonna read it.
instantly
The-
flip the other one over.
The
on the
president
right place.
chooses any other player at the table to be the next presidential candidate by placing that player the presidency placard. That player nominates a chancellor candidate, and the election proceeds as usual. After a special election, the presidency returns to its original order. There is no restriction on the placards. You
Give
can
it to Carl.
give it to anybody.
Oh, yeah,
to Carl.
give it to me
Give it to
to
Carl.
again.
Carl?
Yes, president. I'm pretty trusty.
If you give
don't-
him
do not give
president,
it to
it tells me and
Because if I get a bullet, I think I have it figured out.
I'd
And
say
if
Carl's actually not too bad.
Don't get a bullet, I'll probably just pass liberal, which is fine.
Yeah,
I
I'm
find
pretty.
it-
Is that your choice?
Hold on. No.
No,
it's
he's
not
thinking.
yet.
Okay.
Hold on.
We have a big predicament right here
We do.
because we have two factions
Look,
on
hey,
the
I
table.
say we can give it to Carl. I trust Carl here.
Yeah, give it to Carl.
Carl's the. I would go with Carl.
I don't know who the hell I'd go with here. You were all sorts of fishy.
It's all fucked up.
Yes.
We got like four.
So-
We got 4 Hitlers, and
No, we got like 4 sides going on here. It's hilarious.
I know.
Here's a problem.
It's great.
Here's a problem.
Such a unique game.
I'm the only person who I know is not Hitler. You should give the president to someone else and give me chancellor.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
Hitler
can't
would also
he?
He
Yeah,
are.
just trade?
He
Can't
already
just
gave it to
trade?
you, dude. You have to do it.
Well,
Unless you won't.
Why don't you just give the president to someone else and they can elect me chancellor? Because president, who cares if you trust the president? Chancellor is who you need to trust.
What
No,
happens
no.
if you fail, president?
Wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Because the president is gonna get a bullet, dude.
Yeah, I want Carl to have the bullet.
Yeah, I trust
Mm.
Carl.
See, I don't-
But
I
I have
want to
a
trust Carl, but I don't want to.
Oh my God! You already set the piece down.
You
He's
set the
Yeah,
piece down.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
president. Just
Fucking-
right, fine.
No, Green was
no.
president. You
Green's
gave it to
president.
Green.
You set it down. Let's go with it.
I'm gonna elect Hitler. I don't want to elect Hitler.
Well, then who are you gonna elect?
Well, at
We
this
can always
point,
fail it.
everyone's-
Yeah, we can always fail it if we don't like who you pick. So pick somebody for chancellor.
What do you mean if you don't like?
Well,
red?
I mean, don't pick these two, obviously.
I can't pick those two, and I can't pick red because that.
I have
leaves
done nothing
pink
at
and
all.
orange.
And I have
Who hasn't done
like,
anything?
Then pink and orange.
okay.
I trust both of them.
yeah.
Wait, Twix, did you say you
It's
didn't do
between us
anything?
two, I guess.
The only two I don't trust are blue and white.
And Pink
can
just
pick
said
pink
I
or
didn't
orange.
do anything, and that's
I rolled the dice. It's orange.
What? That's
We're
weird.
electing
I've never
orange.
done anything the entire
that,
game.
I
but
mean,
it
yeah,
kills
that's true.
people.
That's true. That's true.
I've
Is
rolled
it-
the dice.
Is this for orange?
This
Chancellor
is
for orange?
Chancellor. I rolled the dice. It
For
picked
who?
orange. All right.
Is this for orange? Okay.
Yep. What are the odds that the dice picked Hitler? I don't know.
Pretty
You
high.
tell me.
Well, since it's not blue or white, pretty slim, right?
Are you Hitler?
Oh
I thought
my
it.
God.
He's Hitler. That's what I thought.
I'm
That's
fucking
what I thought.
Hitler.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was right.
You know,
Oh,
your
man.
entire like liberal bullshit actually fucked the other two liberals more than it fucked
Oh,
the fascists. I'm just
Yep.
saying that right now.
Well,
fucked
you
us.
kind of fucked yourself.
Oh,
Because why
man.
were you weren't you?
Why were
should've
you
been sure either way? Yeah, you were
so sure that we were
Well,
fascists?
listen.
What the fuck was that about?
We
Because
rolled the
you guys
dice.
were
Polarize
so
yourself.
sketchy.
You guys were super sketchy.
You guys are super sketchy, and we abused that. It was just right there for the taking. Are you serious?
Everything you did confused the other two liberals.
No,
I mean, I knew Josh was good by the end because he was just getting really frustrated that nobody was like trusting him at all. And he never does that when he's Hitler. Like he expects not to be trusted, but you were like just literally upset. Like, why doesn't anyone trust me? And I'm
I
like,
knew
oh,
it was
he's
a bad
actually liberal.
idea. Twix was the one saying that Twix shouldn't have president. That I should have president and not chancellor. I should have figured that out. But yeah, Hitler, of course, he would give me president because then I've got a chance to elect him. But if he gives president to anybody who isn't me, they're gonna pick me for chancellor.
See, if I got president, I was gonna make you chancellor, force you
Yeah.
to pick to force you
Bullets,
to
and then you'd
pick
kill
out-
us. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'd kill Cordy first. And
Of
then-
course. Always kill Cordy in a game like
you
this.
would have forced
Yeah,
me.
whatever.
Actually, me not getting that presidential power fucked me hard because I had no idea.
Yeah.
If I had actually confirmed you two were liberal,
And the
It
fact
would've been
that you
nice,
two,
right? Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
you
yeah,
two.
but I knew
When I
it was a 50-50
realized
chance.
it
Yeah.
was you two again wanting that same presidential power, I just jumped on it and just pointed it out to everybody.
Yeah, I was just happy that the presidential power got to me, so I could just stir things
Yep.
up.
Oh
Yep.
man, that was the perfect example of just dividing and conquering.
that was ridiculous.
That was a fun game.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I will.
I don't think that could
Well
have
played.
gone.
That was
any
another
better.
30-minute game.